What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to 10 of the Pit. Today we are going to do that probably most unnecessary video ever.
People want to know.
Does it matter if you can't get it?
Can't get what? Oh, well, yeah, well. If you bought one or both, you want to know.
Okay, especially if you bought both of them and you haven't drilled them yet.
Right.
I totally agree there. I know a lot of guys that bought a couple of them when the first batch and then decided to drill one of them at least when the second batch came out. If you haven't picked up what we're talking about that limited edition Belmo ball.
Identity.
Yes. So you have the original one with the teal green in it. Then you have the second version of it, not even second version, the second colorway of it. And they're dubbing that one the Midnight Cherry. So Quentin has them both with identical layouts. The only difference is his teal, the original one, does not have vacuum grips. And his second one does have vacuum grips. This is going to be a little bit more of a difficult video for you guys to probably see down lane what Quentin is talking about. The differences between them, I'm going to let Quentin go into more detail because he has thrown them more than I have seen. But we're only talking probably about a foot in length, if that. If that.
What?
And just a little bit of a different shape. Yes. Yeah. Yes. So what we're going to do, we're going to put these two bowling balls head to head, comparison to comparison. And if you have an original one and you've been holding out on buying another one, you might want to rethink that. I think. I like the Midnight Cherry one a little bit better.
I like the original on fresh oil.
But for me, I have a hard time throwing anything pearly on fresh oil.
But
so it messes with my head.
But
and that's why I like the Midnight Cherry one because I can wait till transition to play it.
Yeah.
Where I feel like the teal one's just a touch too much. But that's just my opinion. Right. So what we're going to do, we're going to let Quentin go. He's going to explain guarantee he's probably got the numbers memorized. I'll put two pictures of, you don't?
I don't.
Oh, okay. Two pictures of each bowling ball up. We're going to put the drill specs because they are identical in the middle.
I just know that the intermediate diff is like 011.
Okay. What I will do is I'm going to zoom in, Quentin.
Okay.
And I will go grab a box.
So, I'm starting off throwing the original with the teal.
And actually, Quentin, give me 5 seconds. We're going to move this camera angle. I don't like it.
Okay.
I want them to see the break point, and I don't want it to be too angled. Okay, all you, buddy.
Good?
Yep.
Okay, so I like this ball right around 37, 38. I'm just going to throw a few shots. Really hot out today. This oil is broken down. It was oiled yesterday. Sat overnight. Yeah, we're closed. Yeah, so I'll finesse it. Maybe speed it up a little bit. I don't like getting around the identity too much. That one was a little much. They shape nicer if you're kind of behind the ball. Like that. So that one was on 38. The previous one was on 37. Set the ball down a little bit earlier. Came flatter behind it. Shaped very well. So, like I said, I'm going to throw a couple shots from there. What we got? All right, obviously have the same cover stock and core, just different colorway. So we have 251 RG, 055 diff, 011 intermediate diff. So 38 again. A little high there. I told James before we started this video it's going to be a little hard to compare these two, even though they are identical core, identical cover. They both feed off the friction. They both. What else was I gonna say?
They respond to hand placement both very well.
Yeah. Both respond to hand placement. So if I'm not throwing identical shots with both bowling balls, you're gonna see a difference. I'm gonna reset that. So we'll move to 39. It was a little high. Have to keep the speed up with this ball.
So let me ask this, because you haven't thrown the new colorway yet, right?
Right.
Now, do you feel like you have to be as cautious of your speed with the new colorway compared to the old colorway?
No, because it reacts so far down lane. Not, don't want to say so far, but
a little bit further down lane.
However, we'll get into that once I start throwing it.
Just trying to throw some talking points out there.
Right. I don't like standing in the same place with the BCP. I feel like this clears cross lane a lot better because, yeah,
it reads a little bit more through the mids with the colors.
It does. That was awful.
That was my fault. I was talking to you. I had you all sidetracked and thinking in your head. It's a good thing we don't only show strikes, or we wouldn't have a video.
Right? We are not professional bowlers. Clearly. I can't hit the same mark twice to save my life. I'm two-handed, I get away with it a little bit.
Careful, giving away all the trade secrets.
I know, right? That was high flush for sure.
That was a really good ball.
I'd like to get it out a little bit further. But like I said, the original Identity plays cross lane a lot better. It goes through the oil a lot better. So we're gonna move 41. Yeah.
I feel the deeper you get with the old colorway, the better it plays.
It's a very smooth, continuous shape. Gets through the oil. It's dependable. You get it to the friction, you know it's coming back. And likewise with the new one. If you get it to the
little different.
Right. If you get it to the friction, it's coming back. So we'll switch to that.
Midnight Cherry?
Yeah. We'll start where I started, so 37. That was fast. Had a good read. I like this ball. Maximum here.
Just be careful of your wordage because we haven't done the review yet.
Right.
Just like with the super review, I had to be careful of my words. Super comparison, I should say.
So go 39. That's inside. If you want to play the inside line, it's coming off of it at the back end. It's sharper.
Yes.
Quite a bit sharper.
Yes. So been messaging a lot of people like in the comment section after our videos, and they ask ball suggestions, and I'm a little different. I like my hybrids to be a touch rounder.
Right.
And I want my pearls to be a little bit more quicker.
Right. And that's why I like the Paragon Shadow.
Yes.
It's a hybrid, but it's got texture to it. Like, it's got grit. It'll move through the mid lane, make it smoother.
Yes.
We'll go 40. Try to feed this one out a little bit more. That's not more. Okay. I know with this ball, I'm gonna have to control my speed once I get deeper. And I'm still not sold on the fit yet, so.
Well, I wanted them to be aware of the differences in the bowling ball.
Right.
And you're still playing with grip size and getting everything kind of dialed in with it.
Right. I don't mind the vacuum grips. I just, during the summer especially, like my fingers are small right now for some reason.
With the vacuum grips, you rely more on your elbow placement and your forearm placement and kind of moving the air through your shot.
Right.
Than you do.
Right, and that's what I have to.
Yes. You got to focus on kind of
relaxing.
Yes.
Not, yeah.
Yes. And I told Quentin before this video started to take his time because the center's closed and it's a little warm.
A little.
You see him glistening down there.
It's bad.
He definitely isn't taking his time.
No air movement down here.
Better ball.
So that was 41. Like I said, got to slow it down a little bit, make sure it catches the friction so it has time to come back.
Because it also plays a little bit deeper and it's a little quicker off the spot, you don't have to be so aware of your speed compared to the original. That's what I saw.
Meaning?
So, like, I feel like to play the green identity or the original
identity, you can keep your same speed basically across lane.
Correct.
We'll go back to the original. Gonna see if I can keep the speed up. We're gonna move, it's 41, 44. We'll go 45. Light mixer, still gets there. If I throw this ball the same speed, we'll see what happens. Light mixer, caught it to the friction earlier though. I still see the difference though.
This is not a big difference.
No.
In the bowling ball.
It's not, but you can tell on certain lane conditions when to play each one.
Yes.
So, without falling on my face, I'm gonna try and show you little straighter shots. So we're gonna move to 30, get behind the ball, picked up early.
Yes.
You can tell.
About 6 to 8 inches in my opinion, but you're gonna show it right here.
Hopefully.
So So you notice how that one drove harder.
That one was also smoother off the spot.
Yes.
It was weird.
Because it delays its energy so long because it stores a little bit more.
It was a very, I don't know how to, it was archy.
But that's the difference that you see between the two. And it's not a huge
You see
difference.
this one start up.
Yes, because those colors are darker, it doesn't really show it as much.
Right, and that makes sense. That one you could see it was sharper.
Yes.
I played it on the edge of the oil of our house pattern. So, reason I don't like the new one from deeper angles, A, I have to manipulate my speed to get there. Relies on the friction, so if I get it out early enough, hoping that I get it out at the right time, it'll come back, might leave me a 10 pin though. Whereas this one will always drive through the pin.
The original.
Yeah.
They can't see the ball return.
Oh,
so.
got you.
Yeah.
The original always drives through the pins. I rarely left the 10 pin unless I was burning up energy in the ball.
So, let me ask you this. Since you pretty much worked your way across with both balls, you did them back and forth, correct?
Yep.
Explained it, pretty much everything, right?
Yeah,
Do you have a happy spot with each bowling ball?
I do. And they're
Can you
about...
explain the difference?
Yes. I'll shoot this one based on what this lane is giving me. So based on what the lane's giving me, I would say 40 with this ball. Didn't have a great release.
Still got the job done.
Right, I'll throw another one. That's better.
It was a good ball.
Saw it deflect a little bit, so I could probably be standing 38, 39. However, where I like this ball is about 3 to 4 to the left. So we're gonna go 36. It just holds the line so long. On fresh oil, I like it further outside. I think it's a really good ball to choose if you want to play the power game. Yeah, I went through, I was really trying to understand this ball, and really it should not be that much different, and I was having a problem with that compared to the original, but it just likes a different part of the lane.
That was a good ball.
It likes that line.
I know.
Whereas the other one, you almost need the oil for it to shape the way it does.
So your happy spot with the older one, the teal one, is about 3 to 4 boards left. Then with the new black chair, 4 to 5. Okay. Is there any other spots you want to show them the difference, or are we pretty much good?
I think that's good.
You think that's good?
I showed them flatter release.
Right.
Up.
Off the
inside,
boards.
yeah, just inside second arrow. I showed them left. Showed them my happy spot with each ball.
So good? Okay. All right, boys and girls, that would be Quentin Adams and both identities. We're going to go down, we're going to have a small conversation and watch Quentin sweat some more.
Yep.
Probably zoom in on him. Watch them glisten.
It's better be on my OnlyFans. Yeah, no, I think the Identity BCP, the Midnight Cherry, shapes better when you're closer to the friction.
I agree. But it also allows you to play closer to the head pin more than the older one, in my opinion.
If you want to move left, yes.
I believe you can keep. So a lot of people when they're playing house shots, because let's be honest, most of our viewers play on house shots. They don't do a lot of. If they do, they've already figured a lot of this out. But your house shot, you have a lot of guys that like to play up the outer edge around that 10, 7, 6 area. But a house shot is designed kind of to keep the ball closer to the head pin.
Right.
So you don't have to play out as far.
Right.
Because it's got more volume in the middle. And with all of the newer technology that is disrupting the oil from the middle to the outside edge, the closer your ball is to the head pin, the more successful you are normally.
Right.
Finding that line and finding that ball is hard.
I'm not good at that game.
A lot of us aren't.
I don't like playing close to the head pin at all.
A lot of us were taught to play up that 10, that 7, that 6 area. So it makes it hard when you're taught a certain thing and you've done that your whole life.
Right.
And then when you figure out you're supposed to be playing more around in between the second and third with more of a straighter line.
Right.
Makes it a little bit different.
It's harder for me to play straighter towards the head pin when I'm far left, or even 37.
Right.
Like,
but as a two-hander,
I miss more often there. If I'm playing up the boards, I'm not missing as much.
Right. Yeah. When you can keep it in front of you,
right,
you're definitely more accurate.
Right.
You know what I mean? But anybody who has been following the channel for a long time knows that he used to put his thumb in the ball.
Yeah.
That was entertaining, to say the least. Yeah. So the whole time Quentin put his thumb in the ball, he was chasing shape.
Yeah.
He was doing everything he could to manipulate shape.
Yeah.
And then once he took his thumb out of the ball, he went through this like 6-month phase of, I just want to play up 10.
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
I was throwing the Belmo cube ball.
Correct. I'm like, what are you doing?
Destroying people's patterns.
Complaining the whole time you're reviewing bowling balls that you want to see more shape out of your equipment. You go two-handed and then you don't want to see shape. And I'm like, what are you doing? And then you finally figured it out. You moved left and you kind of started to finesse it. And now look at you. Not to toot your own horn or anything, but from where you started.
Averaging 194. No.
from where you started
to be.
Yeah. Where you started to where you are now, I'm not gonna go there. So I'm gonna ask some really quick questions because you haven't done the review yet for the MCP or the Midnight Cherry. From the teal to the purple, are you happy that you had both? And if you had to buy both, would you?
I'm happy I have both. As a consumer,
is there enough difference to justify buying both?
Not really. Not with having the same core, same cover.
Correct. I agree. That's so.
There is enough of a difference where you could,
right?
But you have to see the differences and know when to play them. And for the average bowler, that's hard on your wallet.
I agree. And that was our biggest complaint with the No Doubt Solid and the No Doubt Pearl. If you remember that.
Right.
So you don't think it's worth buying both?
No.
But now
having one of them, absolutely.
Okay, that's where I was headed. So now that a lot of people couldn't get the teal, and there's a few purples still out there. I mean, I've still got a few inside.
Right.
So now there's still a few purples out there. If you really missed out on the teal, is the purple close enough?
Yes.
To justify that purchase?
For our house shot now, I prefer the new one.
So I prefer the new one as well. But I already said I like
it's a little bit cleaner.
Yep, I like my pearls to be cleaner and a little quicker. But that's just snappier. My preference. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So you're happy you got both. You can see the difference. Not a big enough difference to justify buying both. Correct? You can definitely say that buying one or the other is worth its investment.
Oh, yeah.
We're not going to get too far into detail because you haven't done your review yet. But if they couldn't get the teal and they have a chance to get the purple,
yes,
get it, right?
to it.
I totally agree.
They're both phenomenal bowling balls. Both fit that asymmetrical pearl that you want. Like,
I agree. I think the teal plays a little bit more like a hybrid.
it does.
But that's me.
If you right,
It's just that
depends what they're
rounder
looking
shape.
for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just that rounder shape. That's all for me. But so, not enough difference to justify owning both. But if you want to collect them both, I can see that as well.
yeah.
Like as a sneakerhead, I can see that.
Yeah.
The two colorways are definitely different enough to own. They would look really cool just on a shelf.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're a Belmo fan, or if you're a Storm fan, or if you're a bowling fan in general, and you want to collect bowling balls, the limited edition is the way to go.
Yeah.
They don't make them. Once they run out, they're done. They don't remake them with the same colorway. Well, at least Storm's not, anyway. That's nice to know. I'm hoping to see more limited edition identities come in, maybe like a hybrid, maybe like a solid.
Right,
That would be
change up
really
the-
cool.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And still keep the limited edition. I think Belmo's onto something. It gives you a little bit more of like kind of excitement to, oh, I got to go get this because I know I can't get it if I wait. And the fact that they don't let you know that it's coming, that kind of, you can't plan for it. That's hard for the average bowler. That is really hard.
I would like to see that though. I would like them to come out, say, with a solid next.
Correct.
Have a couple colorways of that. Tell the difference in those, like a hyperdrive versus a Origin EX.
Yes.
That kind of thing.
Yep.
That would be cool.
I agree.
And then the hybrid.
You can play with that all day.
Oh, yeah.
Solid pearl mixed together. Yeah, like
Right.
I hope they continue this because I know a lot of people are hating on it, and there are a lot of so as a bowling fan, you either like Belmo or you don't. There is no real middle ground with him.
Yeah.
I think he saved the sport,
Yeah.
kind of, for the youth. I don't think you would have the same amount of interest in the game if Belmo didn't make the two-handed thing popular. I'm not saying he was the first one to do it. I'm just saying he made it popular.
Right.
He showed that you can score. He showed that you were accurate. You could destroy. When Belmo first started, he was breaking pins. He wasn't as accurate as he is now. Like Belmo used to be a power bowler.
Yeah.
Two-handed power
Now
bowler,
he's,
just
very
ripping.
smooth,
Yes, very
yeah.
smooth, very finesse. And he can get almost anything to shape. He can control his speed. Belmo, when it comes to two-handed bowling, there's only a few that have the same kind of
Expertise and
notoriety in the sport for it. You know what I mean? You have Simo, who starts off really low, and he's a really good powerhouse bowler.
Yes.
And you have Belmo, who's just smooth with it. He makes it look effortless. And that's why you like him. If you either like him or you don't. But I think he's onto something with the two releases. I know a few people were very disappointed because they thought it was going to be a limited edition. I hate to break it to you, it's still limited edition. I can't get my hands on a teal, new in box. Would I buy one? Yep. Just so I could say I have it for my display case? You bet your ass I would. I didn't know I could only get one, or Quentin wouldn't have put holes in it. Yep. So the second one came out, I ordered them. I'm not going to lie, I ordered more than I probably should. But now I have a purple one for my display case.
yeah.
I think it's a great idea. I think it adds another element to a bowling ball release, and I'm really happy Storm and Belmo worked that out and kind of is still going to hopefully do that in the future.
Right.
I know a lot of people are shitting on them. I just had to give my opinion. I don't know if you have the same opinion on me or not, but
Yeah.
I think bowling needs something to just kind of shake it up a little bit.
Keep it going. Yeah.
Shake it up a little bit. We get a little comfort in our zone.
Yeah, and people get miserable and
So that would be the two identities, limited edition, and both are limited edition. Because if you try to get the teal, you have a very hard time to get the teal, or you're going to pay a lot out of pocket to get the teal. The purple, I know my distributor sold out just as fast with the purple as the teal. They also helped out a few of the other little shops to make sure they got their order as well. And they limited a few shops to how many they could order so those smaller shops could get a couple. And I appreciate that this time because that's how I got mine. I'm not a big shop. So I think it's a great idea. I hope they do more. I'm really looking forward to an identity solid or an identity hybrid.
Yeah.
I think that would be really good. Or if he's got a new core design coming, that'd be great too. Keep it up. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Give that little push.
Different line.
Yep. Especially if this is going to be the way Belmo wants to release bowling balls, let Belmo do what Belmo want to do. Because you're either for it or you're against it. I'm not going to.
And he's one of the main faces of the brand.
Correct.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, his logo is basically the epitome of a two-hander's timing zone. So
Right.
And yeah, no. So yeah, I can. All right, we're just gonna stop this. No, we're starting in a lot of gray area that's gonna get us in trouble, Bubba. Stop. All right. Anything else you want to add about the identities?
No, sir.
Good.
Yes.
Get me out of here.
Okay. Don't forget to visit our website. We will be doing a ball giveaway if you guess the correct score that I have in my review of the Identity Midnight Cherry.
They have to comment the score on this video.
This video, okay.
This video.
Comment the score, my score, for that review on this video, and we will send out an Identity Midnight Cherry to you. We will reach out, tell you got it right, get all your info, send it out.
Once I edit the review for the Belmo Storm Identity Midnight Cherry, I am turning the comments off on this video. You only have until the review is about to be posted.
Yeah.
And
So
and all of my videos have the comments on, so you'll
You
know.
have roughly 6 days before it's posted?
Give or take. I got to go home, edit this. Give me about maybe a week.
Okay,
Maybe
so about a week.
Maybe a week.
You have a week to guess.
Yep. We're going to push your review to last. That was the plan, right?
Right.
Yeah, so.
Don't forget to hit up our website, xinthepit.com. We have some American-made hoodies, t-shirts, chamois. Got some grip sacks. Towels. Cleaner, bowling ball cleaner. We're selling out of that pretty quick though. So.
Cleaner is definitely a hot commodity.
Right. Thank you for stopping by. Like, share, subscribe, hit the post notification bell, and we'll see you guys next time.